Why, good morning. Welcome to the Soul Sister channel. Do you think that you can neutralize a manipulator by fighting back, by defending yourself, by exposing their lies? No. That is exactly what the manipulator wants. They want your buy-in. They want your energy. They're psychic vampires. So if you're feeling confused, if you're feeling guilty all the time, exhausted, depleted, feeling taken advantage of, you are being manipulated. And I have for us today not only the number one tool to use so that you will never be manipulated again, but I've got a couple of more tools in our soul toolbox to help us take our power back and not compromise our true authentic selves. What is that tool? Woo! That tool is using our intuition. What is that, soul sister cat? Listen, when we are in a situation where we're being manipulated, do we feel it in our gut? Yes, that's our intuition. Do we feel chills going up our spine? That's our intuition. Are we feeling like confused and like, oh my God, what's going on? That's our intuition telling us, red flag, set your boundaries. That is my tool number 2. But let's go back to number 1, because how do I enhance my intuition? How do I learn to listen to it so that it can tell me when I'm in a situation where I'm being manipulated or controlled? Listen. And the best way to get in touch with our intuition, to get a good working vibe with it, is through meditation. Oh my God, what is that? No, meditation can be exactly what we think of it. It can be simply quiet and centering ourselves so that we can be just with ourselves. We can meditate by going outside and listening to the birds and just being with that moment. But what that does is it opens us up so we can hear our intuition talking to us. Our intuition is always communicating with us. All we have to do is listen. So the first thing with the manipulator is listen to that gut. Listen to that guilty feeling. Listen to, hey, I really feel like I'm being taken advantage here. The second skill, set your boundaries. Now, this is really difficult for us because we have been sold such a bag of goods, such bullshit. We have been told that we are unworthy, that we need to be afraid, that we don't have enough. And that information is being bombarded on us every single minute of every single day by the outer world. And so our problem is we bought into the bullshit. But here's the truth. And I want you to play with it. I don't want you to believe anything I have to say today, but I want you to entertain it and play with it. We are divine children of God. In the Christian tradition, we are made in the likeness of God. Therefore, we are divine and we have power, a lot of power. Not only that, you guys, we are accountable for creating our own realities. Period. And what most of us are doing is allowing it to happen unconsciously. We're allowing the outer world to direct us through fear, lack, unworthiness. And so we see our outer world as pretty much possibly a piece of shit. Okay? Now, and we allow others to take our power through manipulation and control. They take our power to feed their own story while we compromise our own. First lesson, listen to your gut. Listen to those red flags that your body tells you. Your body's going to tell you whether you should go forward or not. We need to pay attention. Now, setting those boundaries. Remember, we are divine children of God. Every single one of us is worthy. Every single one of us. Every single one of us is special. Every single one of us has come to the earth at this time for a specific purpose. And if we can get to our true, authentic selves, if we can find our passion and our purpose, then there's no manipulation that can get to us. But we have to start with understanding who we are. And we have to start learning to love ourselves. Oh my God, but I'm so weird and I have all these weird quirks. That's our specialness. Those are the special gifts God gave us that made us different from everybody else. Our weirdness is what helps us. Our weirdness is our specialness, our ability to bring to the world, to our brothers and sisters, something unique, a special skill. We all have this purpose, but we allow ourselves to be manipulated because of our fear. We're not going to fit in. Nobody's going to like us. Boundaries. What is acceptable to me and what isn't? Pay attention. Set strong boundaries. So what is my boundary? What is that line in the sand for me? We should kind of know that before we go into a discourse with someone else. I know sometimes that's not possible because sometimes they come at you confrontationally and we aren't prepared. And that's why the first step, the first skill is always listening to our intuition. The second skill, boundaries. Draw that line in the sand. Know what is acceptable to you and what isn't acceptable to us. For instance, if the manipulator starts yelling at us, that is a way for them to psychically attack us and get our power through our emotions. We neutralize the situation. We remain calm, cool, collected, and we only, listen, this is really important, we only use I terminology. We never project onto the other person. I am very uncomfortable with you yelling at me. I will continue the conversation if we can continue calmly. That is a proper response to someone who's losing their shit on us, okay? All right. Now, so we draw the line in the sand. We tell the manipulator what the boundary is. And you know the manipulator is not going to honor that because that's their MO. So they're going to continue yelling and carrying on. And we have to follow through with the effects of that, with the consequence of that. We have to say, I'm sorry, my feelings aren't being honored, and we'll have to continue this at another time. And end the connection, end the discussion, end the conversation. That is how we set and protect our boundaries. Number 3, always remain calm, cool, and collected. Do not ever react emotionally. Again, this is what the manipulator, the psychic vampire wants. They want to suck our energy right out of us so they can use it for their own upliftment because it makes them feel good for a minute when they can bash somebody down. And remember, really important, this is never about us. Ever, ever, ever. When somebody comes at us like that, it's their own bullshit, their own projections. So somewhere in the background, we have to remember they are very wounded and they are suffering. So we don't want to attack them, but we don't want them to compromise our boundaries, compromise our power, and compromise who we truly are. Now, this third skill, calm, cool, collected. The more emotionless we can be, the more detached we can be, the more neutralized our manipulator will be. So if somebody comes at us, a great idea is to take some deep breaths and just get ourselves aligned and balanced and get ourselves in our head and remember our 3 skills so we can address this in an honoring, sensitive way by not compromising ourselves, our values, or who we truly are. It's very difficult. It's going to take a lot of practice. This is not going to happen overnight. But this is one of the first skills we need to develop to get back to who we truly are and our work and our passion. So let's start. This week, we are really going to work on this. By the way, this week we are going to have a lot of opportunities. That's why I'm bringing it up. The outer world's going to be coming at us, trying to suck our energy every chance it gets. You're unworthy. You're not good enough. You should be afraid. You don't have enough. You know, all this gaslighting. Listen to the intuition. Set our line in the sand. And always remain calm, cool, and collected. If we can, if it's coming at us, take a moment, take a deep breath. 3 deep cleansing breaths is good. I have that coming up in the video where I take us through a guided meditation. That helps us come back and establish that connection to our higher self, to our intuition, so we can hear our souls, our higher self, our intuition communicating with us, our God self, because we are all parts of God. We are all powerful. We are divine, no matter what bullshit the world tries to throw at us to take our power, so we keep forgetting who we truly are. All right, that's our homework this week. Use our intuition. Set our boundaries. Stay calm, cool, collected. You will neutralize that situation right now. That poor person won't know what the hell just happened to him, especially if you've been feeding him all this energy all this time. So that is our homework. We're going to become balanced, aligned, connected with our higher selves. We're going to take our 3 deep cleansing breaths that I want us to use if we find ourselves in a precarious situation this week before we lose our shit. And then we're going to say, as a astrologer background, I have an affirmation for every month. And this month's affirmation is for we will be saying our Sun in Libra affirmation after the 3 deep cleansing breaths. Use this affirmation, use this guided meditation. I only keep us in the meditation for 5 seconds, but use this as a guide to help us get with our higher self and create that communicative link. It's really importante, especially during this time of great global upheaval. It is expected. It is simply a 2,500-year cycle change. So if you can stand back and stand back and stand back and look at the whole big picture, you will see that this whole part of what's going on right now is part of the transition in energies of 2,500 years. So that we got to get through a lot of shit. All right, let's get started. Let's become balanced, aligned, connected with our higher selves. We will take our 3 deep cleansing breaths, and then we'll say our Sun in Libra affirmation. Let's take our first breath. On this first deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our physical etheric bodies. Second breath. On this second breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our emotional astral bodies. One more. On this third deep cleansing breath, we release all disease, negativity, and toxicity from our mental bodies, both higher and lower. We see all the darkness, negativity, toxicity, nastiness. It's all flowing away, flowing out of our bodies to wherever it came from. In its place, we're being filled with this beautiful light, made up of white light, love, and goodwill. Visualize it filling our entire bodies and then going out. And it's protecting us. Not only does it fill our entire bodies, but it's protecting us in this beautiful white light. It's deflecting all evil, low vibration, all negativity back to wherever it came from. While we're in this space of white light, connected with our higher selves, we will say our Sun in Libra affirmation. I set my sight on the northern light of my higher self. I do not let any distractions to pull me from my path. We'll say the affirmation, we'll stay in this space of white light connected with our higher selves for 5 seconds. But at home, when we try this at home, start with 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 20 minutes, however you feel comfortable if you're looking for a way to quiet and center yourselves. Let's say our Sun in Libra affirmation together. I set my sight on the northern light of my higher self. I do not allow any distractions to pull me from my path. Wow. That is powerful, and it lets the universe know that hey baby, I'm online. Come talk to me. All right. Lots of homework this week. We have to stay conscious. So important. Stay conscious and know what's going on and how we are going to address this manipulation, address this gaslighting, because it will be coming our way this week. Come see me on Facebook at Soul Sister Cat. I do daily inspirational oracle messages. I also like to post memes which are quirky, funny, thought-provoking, profound, beautiful. And I like to say, if you're kind of confused, you're looking for a little guidance, go out to Soul Sister Cat Facebook page, scroll through those memes. You will probably find what you're looking for, guidance or direction. I know I have so many times. Well, thank you for joining me today. And remember, the keynote of the Soul Sister channel, this is the magic elixir of life. Okay, you guys, as divine children of God, it doesn't happen outside in. No, inside out. Life is lived from the inside out. Out there is just our teachers showing us how to come back to who we truly are and to find our passion, because whatever our passion is our work. It's that special gift, that special skill we have that we need to share with our brothers and sisters, not only to help heal, but to uplift us all. Make it a great week. Hold those boundaries. Listen to our intuition. And stay calm, cool, and collected. You will pull the plug on that manipulation right now. Namaste.